What's up, old school homies? Today I'm going to tell you guys how to get the ultimate Craigslist deals. I think that this is kind of something that you have to have explained to you to see it, And over time, I saw it. I saw a lot of deals on Craigslist to the point where I probably got a shopping addiction and whatever. That's a whole other problem. But you know, the marketplace is very lucrative. It's not an auction marketplace, although you can negotiate on it, which I usually do. I usually won't lowball anybody unless I feel like I should. Sometimes you think that your used object is going to be selling for the same thing that you bought it for. And the variety of ads that you see on Craigslist, they're all like that. They're people that bought something and think that they're going to get exactly what they paid for it back. And they're not. Sometimes they think that whatever they got actually gained some value. Let's be real. It's about the pricing, okay? And you need to look for what you want at the right price. Now, when you look on Craigslist, it could be inspiring to say, wow, I found a whole bunch of things that I never knew were for sale, that are vintage objects that are for sale at a lot higher price on maybe eBay, or not necessarily like OfferUp, but I mean like a secondary marketplace where they ship it. Craigslist isn't really about shipping. It's more about just meeting up. So ultimately, the Craigslist deal is going to have to go that way, where you have to meet up with somebody, and this is really the barrier that people think, I can't do it. I really can't. I don't want to meet up with anybody. And the seller also feels this way too. Like it's very sad that you guys both want to meet together and and make an exchange, but you're just too scared. And it happened to me the other day. I wanted to buy something and the guy wouldn't give me the phone number. And I said, I can't really drive for an hour and a half and then start sending you emails. Like, I'll drive pretty far away, but I'm not just going to go off of email, And that's the problem. If you're too scared to exchange your phone number with somebody, if you're too scared to meet up with people at an address and you have to meet up with them at a park or something, there's just I've done it, like that double dragon crystal thing. I got that at a park. I try not to do that, and I'm that guy too. Like, if people are going to meet me at my house, I don't think they could really find it, so I try to tell them to meet me at a park. And you have to be workable when it comes to meeting up with somebody. Give them a chance. If you start seeing really flaky signs, stop giving them chances, okay? And give them a lot of chances as long as it doesn't seem like they're just putting you on. And it's not really necessary to be scared of people. Share your phone number. I don't know, like, you don't have to, but I'm not going to tell you. It just ruins the deal if you don't, because you're going to send emails back and forth, and if you get me sitting in front of your house sending like 2-3 emails, I'm going to leave. That's just not going to work. It's happened. I've seen people get scared and they lost $200 they could have had, and they can't sell their shit ever again. Meeting up with the people isn't really the big deal. Evaluating what they're selling you is. Look at if it's broken in different ways and try to search for cracks, chips, fractures. Read online where the object that you're buying breaks. Then look at that. That's basically, you could read reviews on whatever you buy. If you buy something nice, then learn what its weak points are. If you buy a Les Paul, look for cracks in the headstock where they break off. Look for cracks where the neck and the body meet. That's where it's going to break off too. Everything has a weak point. It really does. And you're going to see that a lot of times people are going to sell you stuff that's repaired, stuff that, and it's not necessarily bad, not always. Stuff that has been upgraded. Maybe you want it original. You know, you need to figure out what you're buying and what condition it's in, and if it's worth repairing. Do the research on the repairs before you buy something. If you want to buy something and then repair it, you need to know if it's worth repairing. If it's a really well-known object, this might be where you come up. You find something that's broken on a really well-known object. The person just wants to ditch it. They know it's partially broken. You know, you could find the pieces to it because it's a well-known object, and you're able to make it your own after that. Okay, it's okay. Vintage objects are like that. They got replaceable parts. They can be worked on. Not everything's like that with modern stuff, so stay away from modern stuff. Don't try to buy some modern electronics and start trying to do some electronic diagnosis on it, or, you know what I mean? Like some old shit, yeah. Some new shit, no. The new shit is disposable, and it's gonna be that way. So if I'm gonna buy a used object, it's gonna probably have to be vintage, because I'm not gonna pay you for some shit that's disposable and you used it partially. And you need to know what's worthless. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be buying stuff that ain't worth shit. And sometimes people are trying to pass off shit that's just not worth anything. And you need to pay them what it's worth. You know, and if it's something you want and they want some price and they just kind of came up with that shit to see if somebody would pay it, and no one is, and it's still sitting there, you're free to lowball them. You know, you're free to throw an offer out. But the main thing is looking in the search engine at the price point that you want it at. All you have to do is type in what you want and the price that you want to pay, and search it all the time. Maybe get notifications if you can, but repeatedly look at it. And what you're gonna know after you did that is that the object isn't gonna come up for very long at the price that you wanted it at. It's going to come and go. So, and it will come. You'll see the ad. It'll look like, oh my gosh, they're giving a motorcycle away for free? Yeah, they'll give you anything away for free. I've seen it all. Free is a little bit faster than you could probably react to. One time I put up a surfboard for free and 200 people wanted it. I was getting emails up the wazoo. I'm not about free. I'll pay, you know. I just won't pay very much. I want a deal, you know, and if you don't have a deal, then I'm not going to do the deal. So all you have to do is type in the price point and repeatedly look all the time. When you see the ad come up, react right then. Don't wait. Make a move out of the house to go get the object. Don't fucking sit around and be like, well, I sent him an email. Respond to the response email and ask for the phone number, and take the phone number and go and get it. Don't leave without the phone number. And the email thing, like I said, it takes a little bit longer than the phone. If they're too scared, it's okay. The guy I bought the xylophone off of and the Jägermeister sign, he was too old to use a phone, so I went through the email. Those people that have a lot of collectibles, they're going to be a lot easier to deal with. Once you start learning people that own a lot of collectibles, you might just be friends with them.